guys, welcome to our stream. I'm back again after a while. I'm back, so I'm gonna show you something. First, so what I did is I migrated my Omada Software Controller into my Mac Mini M4. So I'll show you how I do it. So this is the GitHub. I made it open source so that you can follow, guys, what I did. So you just run Kulima build run, and let's go step by step. No, what to do. So this is now the new Omada controller. So you see it's up. So I already migrated it. I back up the old one, and now it's running. So if you see on the back end, so it's running Docker. So here is my Wireguard still working. So here it is. Okay, I'll show you. That's the tail. Maybe it's also, this is inside the Docker. So Docker is a container. I don't know if you're familiar with Docker. So it's just like a VM, a very small VM. So since in Mac there is no native Docker, so we use Kulima. So that's the Kulima there. So if you look at the Kulima file, I have a Kulima file here. So basically it's just, I set the memory to, I used 4 CPUs and 8 GB of RAM for this Kulima. Since my Mac Mini is 16 gig, it's fine. And it's just, I'll show you the script. Basically it does is, so it's using Homebrew. Homebrew is a package manager for Mac. So brew update, install Docker Compose, Docker BuildX, Kulima, QEMU, and Lima additional guest agents. And I also have Rosetta installed. And Rosetta is not available in Intel, no op on Intel. So BuildX is just a new build component of Docker. So that's it. What else? Then this is the important one. Docker context use default. It removes the Kulima and the stop, Kulima stop, delete, because I made it sure that I can run it over and over again, and it will clean up everything and start from scratch. That's why it's very detailed. So this is very detailed. So because you know, the architecture of Apple is not x86, right? He has different architecture, so we are forcing. That's the purpose of Rosetta, to force Mac run on x86 64, because you know Apple is running on ARM 64. So I haven't shown you my screen. So I suppose I'll show you my screen right now. And what I'm talking about, let me start again. So this is the Git. So as you can see, this is the repository that I have, and it's available here on this website. So it's open source. It's public. Open source. It's public. Maybe yeah, we can make it open source. So basically, it's composed. What's important here is the Docker file to create the container, and the Kulima to configure your Kulima. So Kulima is your Docker in your Macintosh, in your Mac, not Macintosh. And you have the build to build the container, and run to run the container. So I included also some scripts, entry point for the Docker, and wipe, because this is should be supposed to be easy, but inside Mac it's not that easy. And I included 2 Debian files, the JSVC file and the libSSL1, because it will not work. Omada is referencing these old files, so we need to put it there. And go back to my command line. So I'll show you my Kulima again because I did not share screen. So that's what I'm saying. I gave it 4 CPU and 8 gigs of RAM. And I forced the architecture to be x86-64. As you know, Mac is ARM64. So that's why we need Rosetta there to translate. It's an emulator between x86-64 to ARM64. So that's it. And it's basically preparing your Colima environment. What else can I say? Just read the script. You can ask me questions if you want. It's just install Colima and all the dependencies that makes the Colima and sets up your environment. So after installing Colima, you can run docker ps. So it will show you, this is my Omada right now. It's a 5.15, so it's running as a container. So it's not a VM, but you can say it's a VM if you're not familiar with Docker. So it's running inside my Mac Mini M4 right now. It's forwarding the ports that it needs to forward to. And this is the build kit. That's used by the Docker to build. So what you can do is just, if you want to build the image, you can just run like this and hit enter. It will build the image for you. And you can see the images here. So later I will give you a tutorial on Docker. It's because there's no Omada Software Controller on Mac. You cannot find it anywhere. So that's why I think of why I not build Docker image of Omada. So this is free for. So here I built an Omada 5.15, the latest version, 5.15 2419, and I'll show you my Docker file. So it's just 3 hours ago. So it's very fresh. I built it for you, very fresh. But I'm using the build kit for 12 days now, so I've used it for other stuff. I have other stuff that using Docker, so that's why it's there. And I'll show you my Docker file. So it uses the Ubuntu 2404 or the Ubuntu Noble. And here you don't need to understand it. It's just install the Java. Actually, you don't need JSVC because I'm installing JSVC separately, but just put it there. It will not harm. It will be overwritten by the next. This one. This is the JSVC. This is the JSVC that's being required by Omada, and this is the old live SSL1. This is old, but Omada is still using it because they're not updated. And DPKG is just the installer of Ubuntu. It's like apt. It's like apt. So you're just copying the files. You can download this, but you can download it and copy it. You don't need to do anything here. I'm just showing you the Docker file. So this is the definition with the container image, and you just run the build. I'll show you the build. This is the build. Oh, it's very basic. Well, it's like this. So it's very basic. It's just build this, and it goes here. After you build, you can see it in Docker images. Docker images here. It's become now a container. And of course, I also have this wipe data because I need to restart my Docker. When I'm testing it, it took me a long while. I think I spent 24 hours on this just to make this work. So I made it easy for you. You have nothing else to work. You have all the support scripts you need. You have the Colima, and then build, and then run. If you look at the website, you just clone it, and paste in your, or use a GitHub desktop to clone it. And then after cloning, you just run this. If you want to run Omada, I think no one runs this on their Mac. It's first time you see this, that someone runs Omada on a Mac OS. I've got nothing else to do. No, I just need to use my spare Mac M4. It has no purpose for me anymore. I rebuilt my PC, so it has no purpose. So I'll make it as a server. Yeah, so just run Colima, run build, and run. You're done. After this, but this build will take a while, maybe 10 minutes, and run will take a while also, maybe 20 minutes. And you can download it here. I posted run this command to download the deb. Just put it there on the same directory. But this 2, it's hard to find, so I already added that 2 deb here. This one is easy to find and it's big, so I don't include it in the in the repository. So yeah. So it's for everyone to use. If you want to use this, maybe I'll make it as a profile, customize your pins. Let's make it easier to find right now. Omada. Let's remove something. No, let's remove this. This doesn't need anymore. Yeah. So you can see here the Omada right away when you go to my GitHub repository, and this is it now. As you can see, let's see. Maybe just to show you here, maybe go to the general. Let's see if we can detect if it's Docker here. Let's see if the system is being written here. So I delete the old one already. I deleted it also on my system. So as you can see, the IP here. Maybe system settings. Can you see it? No, it's not seen here. Controller host name 172.17.03. I don't think that's the real IP. But let's see. 172.17.03. I think it's not. It's a local IP. I think it's given by, because here I'm using this. This is Wireguard local IP 1027. I don't know if there's a 172 here. Let's see. grep 172. No, it's not. I don't know where did it get that IP. It should be 10.27.79.2. But I don't know what's the effect if I... this is for the access config. So it's fine. You don't need to change it. I don't know where you can see if what's controller export. Here cluster. This one I want to show this, but later I'll create another Docker. 2 Dockers running on Mac and put it as a cluster, but I'll do it later. Right now I cannot be seen here. So let's go back here. So you can go to enter the container. You just run this docker exec Omada, and I'm already here inside the container. So there's no LSAB release. Let's just run uname -a. Yeah, so this is Linux 6.8. Yeah, I think, you see, it's x86-64. It's Ubuntu. But when you exit from here and you see, I think there is also a uname here in Mac, and you can see it's Darwin. So the kernel is ARM64. You see, it's just one. I didn't do SSH or anything. That's what happened. If I go into the container, my OS is Ubuntu. But right now, here in my Mac Mini, I'm Darwin. See, Darwin kernel version. Its platform is ARM64. So because it has a different processor, right? It's using M4. I can see there's no M4. There's no indicator here that's in M4. But once I enter the container, the Omada container, Docker exec, interactive terminal, Omada bash. As you can see, when I go inside that container and I run again uname, you will see that it's a Linux. So you see I'm running Linux, different architecture, running on top of Mac. ARM64. So what makes it possible is the Rosetta. That's the purpose of the Rosetta, no? So I'm using Colima and Rosetta to be able to translate ARM64 to x86-64. And as you can see, when you run top here and you press 1, you will see that I have 4 CPUs and my memory is 8 gigabytes, and Omada uses around 3 gigabytes. So that's a problem with Omada. You need to have a 4 gigabyte VM. If you want to run it on the cloud, then it's very expensive, $20 a month. I don't want to spend $20 a month. So here it's now running on my local. I can touch the hardware, but it serves the Omada network on another geolocation. So it's what makes it possible is the Wireguard. Okay. You don't need to go into the container, no? If you want to just look at the logs, you can run docker logs -f omada, and as you can see the logs of your controller. It's just scrolling there, lovely, lovely scrolling. So that's my Omada logs running there. And you don't need to go into the container. You can just see it. See, I'm here in my Mac, but I can already read the logs of the Omada container. See? So you're wondering why Mac but it's command line, because I'm a command line person. I don't need the graphics. That's why I only work on the command line. So yeah, this is the important thing that I already added here on the repository, as I said. And you can read it. All the thing you need is here. I think you can run it by yourself. If you have a spare M4 there on the Mac, you can adjust it. If you want it to run into an M1, I think small adjustment will be needed, but it's still the same. If you want to try it, what else? See? I'm running on x86-64. He doesn't know. The Omada doesn't know it's run on top of an ARM 64. Different architecture, and Rosetta translates it. And I think it's working fine. What else will I see? Let to see you. The WireGuard. So as you can see, if I run ifconfig, you can see my IP is 10.27.79.2. So my Omada network is in 192.168.15, but if you go this and grep 192.168.15, I will show you how I get into my Omada. If you grep it, I don't have 192.168.15 IP, but I'll show you. If I go to UBNT I'll show you my. I don't need to. 192.168.15.12. That's my Ubiquiti Air OS. So it's a P2P router. I can handle like maybe 5 kilometers away wireless. So let's try if we can log in there. This is inside my Omada network. Ooh, denied. Why? Because it's not a different username. Okay, you can now get in here. And I'm in. See? If I type name here, you will see another type of system. So it's a Linux Tower 2.632. And the architecture is MIPS. So it's a different architecture. If you install something here from x86-64, you will not know. Because I have here a file. I have here a socket. I'll show you the socket. And I'll show you why someone restarted it. File socket. I don't have a file. Okay, I don't have a file command because this is just an ubiquity. But this socket, if what else command? There's no alternative to show you. But I should show you that this is actually it's in the Mac, no? It's here already. I won't exit it. I'll show you the socket that I'm transmitting there. Oh, it's not there. 79.2 here. Go to my Mac. I should notice I all use like this. See, I last log in from 79.4. That's my local IP. That's my WireGuard IP. So if I file socket here, you will see that 32-bit MSB executable MIPS. So if I go here to my Mac, which socket? I don't know if I have a socket. No, I don't have a socket here. Let's see. Find. Yeah, here. So let's file the find. As you can see, x86-64. It's two versions, no? Interesting. This is a universal binary with two architectures. So it supports, this find supports x86-64 and ARM64E. That is interesting. I learned a new thing today. So as you can see, when I file this socket, this is MIPS. So that's a MIPS architecture. And this one, we have something like it's an x86-64 and an ARM64 architecture in one file. That's surprising. I didn't thought there's something like that. First time I saw that. Okay. So what else? So we got back to, yeah. So I'm gonna show you here how to cluster, but I have no time yet. Let's just go back to to see the health of my network. This is now the running Omada inside my Docker container, because containerized Omada. So it looks the same. It looks the same, but of course it's already a container. Okay, okay. I can close it. I don't know if you have anything to. Let's see. Guest client config. Yeah. It cannot anymore see it. Later I'll show you how to easily, now that it's containerized, I can show you how easily you can add more controllers here. I'll show you later, not today, but you can easily build and copy it and run another version. Like for just, I'll give you a preview how to do it. So here, and just stay here to create another one. I'm in my Mac. Omada, and then I just edit the run file, I think, and then from here, this is the image, and then just change this name. If I change this name, I'll pass a name. So what I will do, if I want to run another Omada, let's see if it works. Name equals another Omada. Let's see if it's run.sh. Let's see if it works. I can run another Omada. That's my guess. And it will spawn another. That's the problem, because there's already binded. I need to select other ports because that port is already allocated, and that's the problem. But if I'll just drop the port. Let's see the code. I'll drop the ports for it. Let's see first Docker PS if it's there. Maybe we need to kill it. So it stopped. It did not run really. So let's see the ports here. Port. Yeah, because here the ports are binded already. That's the problem. We can disable these ports. I'll just disable the ports for now. I will not do a port forwarding. So I'll disable all the ports, just to show you that I can run easily another Omada controller. So I can put here no port forwarding later. But right now I'll disable the ports so that it can run. So I think disabled all the ports already. And I'm gonna run again, name another. So I can run another controller. Docker run requires at least one argument. Oh, where is this? I think why it's not running there. I think it needs one argument. Docker run name platform dashboard. Oh, this is supposed to be not running here. Image here. Oh my god. Let's see if there's other Docker run that's interfering. This is the only Docker run. I've disabled all the ports. Disable all the port. 8043. Let's look at this port code. What's the it's doing? Then I go bind. Why is looking for Docker run? Help. Image command. The command here is missing. I know it. Run. Because I cannot just easily backslash it here. Let's delete it first. Anyway, I can recover it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. V Omada. Okay. Let's run this. Ew, see? And now I have Docker PS. Two will be running. See? I have here and another Omada here, so I can go inside this one. Docker logs -f. See, it's running. Oh, failed to start, but it's fine. This is the another Omada that we have. We can do exec. We should know why. You can go into that another Omada. I'm not prepared for this, guys. That's why we fix it as we go along. I just want to show you how to create another one. Okay, let's go into this system. Let's tail it. So the logs of Omada is in OPT TP-Link. Yup. Logs asterisk. Let's see what's happening. Oh, I think. I know. Because I need to have a different. I need to stop it. It might alter my old Omada. So Docker stop. Let's remove it because it's interfering with my. Because I want to show you something. Why? So let's go first to the data. Yeah, here. Because we need to. Okay. Let's do it properly. Git check out. Let's restore our Docker run, and then we copy the run to new run .sh, and then vi the new run. Okay, go to Docker run. Let's delete all the ports. So 11 dd, and then in the volume we need to Omada new data. We need to create a new mount point for the data and the logs. We don't want to destroy our own Omada. But if it's destroyed, then I'm gonna cry. But I think the Mongo did stop because there's already a data. That we're trying to destroy the data, right? Data. Okay, Omada new data. Just create a new volume. So it's like adding a new hard disk. So we're using the old hard disk, that's why that's a problem. So let's try data again if we can find. Okay, new data and then logs. This is a new hard disk. So I need to put new hard disk because I will use the old hard disk if that's the case. And then we can now run name equals Omada new /new run. So we'll just run it, and then logs docker logs -f Omada new. So I created a new controller. So yeah, it's unpacking. Yeah, this one is good. And we'll check the health of our new controller. Maybe we destroyed it, and just anyway, I have a backup for this. I always create a full backup. So let's see if it's broken. Still online, still surviving. I think it didn't give up the volume. What happened is there's no volume on. Well, let's just see. But it's recoverable. I have already the backup. I have already the image. It's not dangerous. Not dangerous at all. But let's just check because it might get destroyed, and but it should not be because the volume is exclusive. It's like the hard disk, right? You cannot just transfer the hard disk. That's why the Mongo is failing on the other one. Let's just check if there's activity. Yeah, it's fine. Controller is fine. People are still connected. Devices are still connected. No disconnection. No readoption. Yeah, we're fine. So we'll just wait for it, and you can go enter also using docker exec, right? Docker exec it omada omada new bash, and you can tail opt tp-link yap logs asterisk. Oh, now it's booting because it has its own hard disk now. So if I enable the ports, you will be able to see this two controllers already running here. Yeah. But I did not enable the ports because I don't have unique ports. I'll find a way to show you later. I'll think of a way to show you two Docker containers running, because I also want you to see the cluster, right? But let's see. Maybe these two Docker container can see each other, and let's see. They'll just have do a quick check if they can be clustered. Of course, here it will not connect because there's no open port. But let's see later. What I'll do here. Clustering, go to, this is not needed on my network, but just for the sake of learning things. Now you see something like Omada, which has no package for Mac but runs on Mac. That's the thing here. You can run Omada on Mac even if it's not officially supported. So I can create cluster here. Maybe hot standby backup. Yeah, you can put the local IP here. I think you can see it 117.03. Maybe you can custom. Yeah, I think it can see here. I'll just set up the hot standby backup. Same keeper node. Yeah. I can also do distributed. And you can add check connection. Oh, if distributed, then we need 3. It follows the distribution minimum, which is 3. So I think we can only do hot standby backup. But this is possible because we can create, because we already have a Docker container right now. We can create 2 more, and we can reach the 3. So we can do a distributed cluster. Yeah, you just see here the IP. But first we need to see it appear here. But it will not appear because I did not open the ports. But let's see. It's booting up now. So I can create Omada controller at will in the same machine because it's Dockerized. They're separated by the Docker layer. As you can see here, it's running. I have two now. As you can see on my Docker PS, not here. I'm inside the controller, the container. I log out. I run Docker PS. Now I have 2. I have the original Omada, the Omada new, the Omada, and the Omada new without ports. But here I can port forward later. But I need a discovery UDP port. This is the discovery port. I need to open up that to the network. But right now it's hidden. This is inside the container only. It's not exposed, so you cannot be able to access it outside. But my controller needs to access it outside, no? But I'll find a way. This one is not a problem because I can change port for my. This is just the GUI access, so it's not problematic. It's just 8043. It's for the web. That's the Omada web. What's important is the UDP protocol. And this one, as you can see, it's bounded already to my host, so I cannot reuse 27001. But Omada expects 27001. So what I can do is I'll create another IP. I can create multiple IPs here. Instead of binding it to 00, I'll target each IP. So I can create an IP alias. As you can see, this is easily fixed. Since this there. Since I have already the WireGuard, what I can do is the easiest is to create multiple WireGuard ports, or maybe I'll alias my N1, EN1. I'll create aliases for my EN1 and to retrieve more 192.168.2 IPs. So it's just a matter of networking. That's doable. I can tap my. I think I still have other interfaces here not in use. I don't know why N0. Let's see. I think I still have multiple. I already have multiple interfaces here that I think I can use. It's already bridge or tap to the bridge 0. So yeah, because this is the 00. This is the bridge. We have a tunnel. Yeah, we can find a way to add multiple interfaces, and then we can run multiple. But that I will not do it for now because it will take a long time and I might stutter there. I cannot show you properly. Let me prepare it first for you and then show you and put it here in the Omada. So you can access this. You can this is a public repository. If you want to try, you can have it. I will not just I will modify the run sh to be able to. This one I will not put it now. This is the modified one. And as you can follow, it's still running, and I can just kill it for now. I'll kill it. Oh, I'll just let it there. It will not hurt my. It will not hurt. I think my CPU. What's my usage right now? So I still have 100 MB spare. So there's, you see, my QEMU system. It's being wild. This one is running forever. This one is for 8 hours. Let's just run it. My CPU is fine. I still have my CPU usage is just 15%. I think I have how many CPU here? There's no one support here. The top of Mac has no one, so I don't know how many CPU is here, but I think it's the same also. 16 CPU as well, I think, or 10. But as looking at my load average is nothing. It's just three. So I'm so far from using my CPU. 15 gig virtual memory is so big. Yeah, I think it's fine. Also, I have still lots of unused, because what happens here is everything that can be loaded on the memory, it loads. That's why I still have something left here. But it doesn't mean that this is the only memory that I have left. So I think this is the indicator. It's only using 5 gig. The framework size is only 5 gig. So I still have maybe 6 gig. I still have 9 gig to go. So I can just leave it running for now. And I think we're good. Where's my Omada? So what else? I can go back here. Yeah, I think that's it. And see you next time.
No way.